Welcome back to Little Rocket Lab. Let's start chapter 2. Alright, so we need to get Toasty. Toasty helps with gathering and he walks fast too. Of course it's Sunday, but let's go organize a little bit. So we need some coal. Fill up our furnaces. So there's no rush to doing the rocket. At least not for me. I want to do all my researches first. So the buffer, we need some small motors. We need gears. And iron plates we have a ton of. Let's go turn in what we have for now. And yeah, we're just missing some gears, which I can make. It is automating at the moment, but let me go down here. So for gears, we need iron plates, which we have a ton of right here. So for now, I'm going to turn this into some gears. First, I need an assembler. So let's take everything out here. Put in the assembler and make gears. Put a belt, then the receiver. And I also want to start mining these copper ores too, just to be proactive, because these are gonna run out pretty soon, and then I'm gonna rebuild my factory. So I got a couple of drills, and I need more gears for wind turbines. Now let's put these down. And let's put a turbine here for now. And I wanted to go towards the middle. Or conveyor belts, actually. So I'll be back in a bit. So I'm gonna route some of this coal towards the middle. And I want to make a furnace too. I'm out of bearings again, so there we go. Let's put a furnace down here. Connect it up. And assembler. Put this down. And then let's make 8 sinks. And it needs power, of course, so there we go. Belt. And then a receiver. And that should be fun for now. Let's make a splitter too. So let's take the splitter right here. Let's do every other one. Forward. And I want this one making some copper wire. Go forward and then finally receiver. So you see, coal's not really the issue. And copper is fine, but I think we need one more drill. Let's loop this here. There we go. So I think it's looking fine for now. So I'm actually gonna get rid of this one. So we're making it by itself. But we do need more bearings. I mean, almost have enough gears, which I'll patiently wait for. And it's Sunday, so I can't really actually turn it in. So we'll come back tomorrow. We still have a lot of time, so I think I'm gonna go back to the mines and get some more money. And I want to hit the quartz now, which is nice. And we could use some more gems too for even more money. And I actually found diamond. which I won't sell. I'll duplicate it later on. Actually, no, I found another one. Okay, I'll sell that one. So we got a good haul, but let's organize. So our copper ran out, which is fine. Luckily, I started the other one. Okay, let's go to the university. Item buffer. I use this like a lot. And we get the furnace efficiency, which is very nice. Definitely want this. That's why I need a lot of coal and stone. I was already prepared. But since we're here, let's go to bakery and get some bread. I got toasty. Before we talk to Auntie, let's get some coal. I need 2,000. Now Toasty is downstairs in the bakery, but I'm gonna turn in my coal before I do that. And we need multiple trips because our inventory is really small. But let me see if the general store owner's there. And he is. Let's sell our stuff. And let's go back to the bakery. Next, now we get toasty. And now I can actually break things down. But let's grab all the stone. Now I can do things like this. Right click, and then I can like walk over things. He doesn't break stone though, which is the downside. Let's turn in what we have. And then I'm gonna turn in the rest of the coal and stone. And that's tier 2 done. And we start on tier 3. So I've been working on small motors and the heat sinks. So let's work on that. First I want to make the buffer because I use that like pretty much for everything. And we need some iron plates too. And I'll make a bunch. 10 is fine for now. And actually lock it because I use it that much. So now, if there's like a backup, I could just put it here. And it'll store the leftovers. And then it'll dispense by itself too. And I'm gonna do the same thing down here because you don't really use that much coal when you're smelting. And I could do stuff like this. Just store it, and it'll dispense by itself. And then I can link these together too. And so it takes a while to like mine. I'm actually gonna link together some item buffers. That way I don't have to worry about it for a while. So right here, I'm gonna put down a splitter next to this iron plate. Actually, let's put it over here. And then we need an assembler level 2, which we need iron plates for. Let me go grab some. And I'll put a buffer here. So heavy duty motor, we need heat sinks and small motors. Heat sinks over here. Let's put a buffer here. And let's put another one next to it. And then assembler 2. We want this to have small heavy duty motors. This will be doing heavy duty motors. Let's power it up. Okay, we need some turbines. And for the small motors, oh, yeah, it's gonna be a journey. So let's put that right there. Heavy duty. And then I also need to automate. So I need some small motors, which needs bearings and stators. To make the bearings, I need iron plates, which is right here. This will be making bearings. And to make stators, we need gears and copper wire. So let's make another assembler too. And let's put it kind of over here is fine. And we need another turbine because there's too much power. So let's take away. Let me go make some room. Coming from here. And then copper wire, you can take this out. And bring it all the way over here. That's making stators. And now for small motors, we need bearings and stators. We need another level 2. Which I need more iron plates. I'll put these down for my room. Summer 2. Small motors. These stators and bearings. So let me move over actually. There we go. So one side is getting bearings, one side is getting stators. This loops all the way around here. So now that's making heavy duty motors. So put a belt here and a buffer here. And that's fully automated. And now I need some just iron plates. And this is about to run its course. I'm gonna make this only make iron plates. Let's grab some more coal for now. And let's, yeah, only do iron plates. And I'll put a buffer here. Oh, this is already automated, so I don't need to worry about this. And before I go to bed, I want to organize. So tier 3 should unlock when we're sleeping. And let me grab Toasty, because I will be walking and doing things. Let's go check on our farm. Yeah, we're still using too much coal. We're producing too much coal, so let me put another buffer. Just cause. And yep, should be fine. See how many models we get. Yeah, we have more than enough. Then iron plates. Let's go grab some. And let's go turn it into tier 3. Then we get the cable crane. We unlock steel beam 2, which we need a lot of. So we need a lot of coal, which we have. And some iron plates. But my farm is fully automated, so I need to like expand elsewhere. Let's go craft some things. So I need some poles. And some turbines. Here, copper wire. And I believe I have some drills. And definitely need some more conveyor belts. And then need some item buffers. Because you can never have enough. Okay, I kind of trapped myself. So let's go the long way. Yeah, since we're here, we could just talk to Pete. So we need to drop off some materials in this box. And I'm just gonna buffer everything. Not right now. First we need to work on steel beams. Which that's what we're using this area for. So let's give it some power. And let's start mining. And we need some coal too. Not as much. No, that's fine. Let's put another turbine here. And let's connect it. And then we need a furnace, stone and mortar. That's all my stone. Let's put in the buffer. Then we got furnace 2. And then for steel beams, iron plate and coal. And we need an assembler. Make the iron plates. And then I have a splitter, I just didn't bring it. So splitter, I'm gonna... Actually, let's buffer some of this coal. And then I'm gonna take a splitter. Bring it down. Actually, let's make a deck down there. All the way here. This needs power too. Then we need the assembler too. Make steel beams. Rip belt down and then actually let me go out this way. And that's steel beams automated. So now I can chill for a while. And that's going at a decent pace. Now, heavy duty motors, it's at an okay pace right now. But I could make it faster. It's fine, it's automated. I have other things to do. I'm not really in a rush for the lighthouse repair. But let's turn on the cable crane because I need that for something very soon. 150 motors. And I need 100 steel beams, which I'll get soon. And we also need a winch. So we need steel cable. Some iron bars. Let's take a splitter here. Take some iron bars. Every other one. Let's make a similar one. Go down. I want this making steel cables. Go to the right. And I need some more item buffers. And now that's storing some steel cables. But then we want a winch. So I'll have to manually feed this. But we do need steel cables for quite a bit of things, so I'll let it go for now. In the meantime, I'll use Toasty to dismantle some things. Like over here. And of course the junkyard in a bit. The junkyard is a great source of like free materials. Although I am like automating most of this. You know, free stuff doesn't hurt. It'll speed things up, like, just a tad bit. I don't do this every single day, but in the beginning I do it. Yeah, look at our inventory. A couple more here too. Other train. And a couple wires a little bit bottlenecked. So maybe I'll make a buffer there. Let's make an assembler too, real quick. Yeah, put it over here. And a winch. I need two dispensers. So one for motors, one for cables. And yeah, I need some more conveyor belts. And we have almost enough for the lighthouse. But since I loop around, we need siblings for the cable crane too. Let's put in our stone. And then the winch too. Alright, that's done. And let's check our steel beam. Okay, not bad. I'll save 100 for the cable crane. So let's go turn it in for the cable crane. And now we get the loader and unloader, which is like you make a stack of items and then, you know, destack them. So we need quite a bit of stuff, which is not a big requirement right now. Now we want to unlock the pier, which we need to unlock the lighthouse first. And I keep running out of iron plates, so I'm gonna try to dedicate a area just for that. But since we unlock the cable cranes, there's something I want to do. Quite a bit of power and a lot of poles. And cable crane, we need winch and steel beam. Let's craft some more poles. And we need to assemble 2 back for a little bit. And we need some steel beams, which I've grabbed on the way. Actually, these right here. Actually, any more. So there's some steel beams. Let's make 1 cable crane. And we're gonna go back into the mine. But before we do that, we need a ton of power. Should be fine. Well, let's kill the slimes on the way. I could bring Toasty in here, but it's kind of blocked by all the machines. But if you're in Toasty, all these slimes like run away. Let's connect us. Let's connect these as far as we can. These are level 1 power poles. Yeah, I won't reach far enough. So we'll need another cable crane. Unless... Because these cable cranes actually transfer power too. But there's an item right there I need, which is the magnet boots. So those boots, it just collects things. It gives you bigger like pickup range. So I need another winch, which I'll grab real quickly. And I should really get started on this side quest. So let me do that. I'm just gonna beeline it. But we are here for another reason, which I'll get to in a little bit. Let's see, let's line this up. And it needs power. So there we go. So yeah. It's like a little like increased pickup range. Since we're here, I want to try and extend it down this way. But there's another item we can pick up. Need more copper wires. But basically, we gotta break this block. There's a ring down here, but there's a chest too. That chest has a slime hat. So, anytime you're near a slime, it won't attack you. Not that I'm in the mines that much, but it's also just very cute. And I need some drills. This will take quite a bit of time. Because I have to move all these materials. But that's where the buffer comes in, or I could do receivers too. But then I'll have to come here back every day for a bit. I gotta mine 7,000 stones. So I'll work on getting some more buffers, just to make it easier. But for now, we're done. It took us almost the whole day. If we got some buffers and some more conveyor belts, let's hit the hay. And we'll set up the buffers in the mines. And we got a quest. But it's not really that important. Heavy duty motor is looking pretty good. But I do want to start working on some more winches. So let's top up on that. And we should have enough steel beams. Or close to it. Yeah, we need a little bit more. Let me zigzag through these slimes. And let's set up our buffers. So I just gotta just snake it through. Just so I can keep the flow going up the stones. I'll claim it like, you know, fix this later on. But for now, I just want to get rid of that rock. Something like that. So the stone is just constantly flowing. Even if they fill up, it's not a big deal. Just double check. Make sure it flows. Okay, and in a couple of days I'll come back and check it. I'll probably have to grab some rocks and store it. And repeat until that boulder's gone. In the meantime, I need to make some more steel beams. So there's a bunch of rocks here. Okay, I could set up another like little mine here. I don't think I need this much power. Yeah, so let's take away some. I may need like one later on, but I think this area's pretty okay for steel beams. So I'm gonna set up the mining rig like over here. And then snake some coal. And have this similar setup over here. But in this spot. So I'll carve a bunch of drills. And more conveyor belts. Go to furnace. So I do need a splitter to take every other motor. This one's making motors. And that needs power. Change it to every other. So I'm not stealing too much. Yeah, definitely needs more bearings. And I'll just do furnace 1 for now. Actually, hold on, let me make an underpass. And then I'll have a second splitter. So we'll still call from right there. And I want the underpass from here to and the underpass doesn't go too far. Let's make it go from right here. Come out that way. And I want to get another furnace too. But here and inside the mines. So let's do this. Put these together. And then we need assembler 1. Make bearings. We'll snake it back into the line. Wait, hold on. So we'll do bearings, and then this one makes iron plate to make the bearings. So that should output more small motors. Yeah, see how there's like no more like bottleneck, it's more of a better flow. So we need one more for the inside the mines, which we need stone. And I hope that's everything I need. I see some of this like old like equipment someone's destroying. It's kind of like a guide. Like these like browned out or grayed out items, they're things that your mom used to build. Where she used to build. So it gives you an idea of like what to do. For me, I'll be mining this big rock because I don't want to worry about my mining. My power is getting low. So we need more outside. Which I'll dump right there. I want it coming out the railroad tracks. And we need we need more conveyor belts. And we need splitter for the coal. Furnace 2 crafted. And that's barely enough. Move it to the side. So iron coming this way. Splitter coming this way. And that makes... yeah, we need assembler 1. Let's make it this way. Assembler 1 for iron plates. And then... yeah, can I make an underpass? Okay, I need more iron plates. It's not pretty, but it works. And I need more conveyor belts. And let's snake it back to this line. So hopefully that makes us more steel plates. And let's go turn in what we have. And that should be more than enough. And I'm probably gonna pass out, but that's fine. If you pass out, you just wake up later. Like instead of 7 a.m., you wake up at like around noon, I think. So it's not a bad thing. For me, I still have a lot of things to do, so I don't want to waste time. So all this iron got depleted, so we can take this out. Okay, I think it's going so good so far. Let me grab the steel beams. So that should be enough. Now let's go talk to Pete. And let's work on the loader and unloader. Now we unlock the dock, so we can get electronics. But we do need some plates, which I've been putting off. Just waiting for that. Let's turn on the heavy duty motors. And we also need to make some cable cranes. I kind of overkill this part, but I think 6 is fine. Let's grab Toasty. And we should have enough copper bars for Nor. Like, just enough. So let's bring this back. And I should unlock the job bar, which you do jobs and get money. People in town, they want different things. Some are easier than others. The harder things gives you more money. But we need to expand our inventory slots. So we have just enough for the first bag. So we get another roll. And there's one more after this, I think. Need to talk to Angela too. So ask Leo. But she's normally in her shop. But she does kind of roam a little bit. Where'd he go? Okay, let me check the machine shop. It says we're here, you know. So I guess I do her job. So I can't do this by hand. I'll temporarily change this. So we need wood. And iron plates. So planks are made. Now back to the machine shop. Go over to this bridge and just place it in. So let's clean up the silo a little bit. We're basically just waiting on the steel beams, so nothing else to really do right now. Let's throw down a buffer. And we need 150 heavy duty motors. And we'll need some windmills and power poles. And I'm gonna set up these cranes by the pier. Not that I can really do anything with them right now. So here's where we get our electronics. I'm gonna steal power from her for now. Let's set up our crane. So we want to leave a gap. We can gather the computers. And then I want it coming out this way. But let's hook up some power to them. And I'm basically gonna make a long ass like conveyor belt. But for now, let's head home. I can't really do anything with the computers right now. Oh, let's check our steel beams. Okay, that should be enough to turn it in. Am I kidding? I'm missing 3. I'll just grab 3 and then go home, since I gotta go there tomorrow anyways. And I think I'll end it there. Hopefully you enjoyed the series so far. It's been really fun playing again and playing better than I did the first 2 times. I've been quote unquote casually playing, but it's been pretty fun. I am kind of speeding through the story though. Alrighty, see you guys later. Peace.